How are you, Marshall?
I'll turn up my microphone. Before we get started.
How are you?
Before we get started.
You're just down the hall. But
Happy birthday, Suze.
That was yesterday.
Happy birthday. I didn't get a chance to say it.
It sounded, it kind of got lost in Tom Brady's 40th.
It happens.
Marshall Faulk.
It happens. Nice beard, Rich.
Well, hold on. You stumbled upon something, Marshall, because Rich is getting some blowback that he's thinking about shaving it tonight.
I keep it? No, but look, you've got the.
I'm telling you, I went through this.
Yes.
It takes a minute for them to get used to seeing you with it.
I have had people who I've known for a very, very long time, just within the last 20 minutes, not recognize me when I walk
like
up.
who, though?
Perfect.
Jimmy Johnson had no idea who the hell I was.
Jimmy Johnson's in a zone right now. I wouldn't hold that against him.
Hanging out here with the Sunday Night Football crew, the man who created Sunday Night Football on NBC, Dick Ebersol, he's here.
Didn't recognize
I've known
him?
him for years. Walked up to him. No idea who the hell I was.
Just go with it, Rich.
Look at you. And then he,
Just go with it. It's another face. It's that's a new face. That's a new look.
Evolution, Rich.
Do you understand that?
You have to evolve.
It's like LeBron going to like the different jerseys. You go to
Miami.
6 and then 23 is this is new.
You're like LeBron James.
How long have you been in the Hall of Fame now, Marshall? 7 years? Has it been 7 years now?
Since 11. Yeah, I went in 11.
6 years.
Yeah.
So this is your 5th time as a returning Hall of Famer here.
Yes.
What is it like for you coming back?
It's awesome, man. And you know what? It continues to get better, because 2 years ago, I watched the Aeneas walk down and we embraced. And then last year was Orlando, and this year is going to be Kurt. And pretty soon I'm gonna get Isaac and Torrey. But not just them. Talking to TD about the weight, talking to LT talking to LaDainian Tomlinson about anticipating what it's going to be like.
By the way, I love that's funny. You do have to now in the Pro Football Hall of Fame with Lawrence Taylor just down the hall.
That's why I did that. That is
have to describe the LT you're talking about.
Yes. Yep. That is exactly why. So I'm playing golf with Lawrence Taylor, and I called him LT, and I said, I have to call you Lawrence now.
What did he say to that?
I cannot say what he said.
Wow.
But it was epic.
I bet.
Could you clean it up, sort of?
There's not a word to fill in. There wasn't a good word that I could say this.
Just blankety blank.
Marshall Faulk here on the Rich Eisen Show just strolled down the hallway because we're right at the mouth of the door through which all the Pro Football Hall of Famers who are returning are going to go have a luncheon in a moment, and Jim Kelly's going to come out of there and kick it with us. What are you thinking of now that Kurt's going in? Your guy.
I'm excited for him, and I just Rich, there's a lot of stories and a lot of ways you get to the Hall of Fame and things happen. Nobody in the Hall of Fame bagged groceries at the Hy-Vee.
Mm-hmm. That's true. He's
played in the Arena League, played in the World League, and then took 2 of the worst teams in the 90s to the Super Bowl.
That's true. I mean, culture change. Rams to the Super Bowl, and then the Arizona Cardinals to the Super Bowl.
Hey, you go play for the Cowboys, get to the Super Bowl. Okay, go play for the Steelers, get to the Super Bowl. Go play for the 49ers. No, these 2 organizations were epic bad.
You're the perfect person to have right here because Brockman does much of the social media posting for our show.
Yeah, what's going on here, Rich?
So Kurt Warner was on the air the other day, and he was on our show. So Brockman posted after the show a video of Kurt being on our program. And you posted, this is what you posted, Brockman, about the Kurt Warner piece. At Kurt13 Warner is the second member of Greatest Show on Turf to be inducted in at Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I left out Orlando Pace.
So, of course, I get tweeted this morning by Orlando Pace, hey, at Rich Eisen, where did you learn to count? Michigan, hashtag go Bucks.
Wow.
So that's all I've got going on right here.
Oh. TD is here. And it comes directly to you. It's not like he doesn't know.
At Rich, he thinks it's me.
Well, Rich, I will say your name's on the show. Your name's on the mug.
Yeah.
Ouch. That's my
And,
fault.
technically, Aeneas Williams, I mean, he's not a greatest show on turfer, but
I mean, he was a part of the movement.
Of the movement.
We called it the movement.
He didn't win the ring. He was part of the team.
Right. He was a part of the movement. I mean,
you're right.
He helped facilitate.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, well,
very good.
I will apologize to Orlando Pace.
Hey,
if I see
I
him.
do want to have you put your paparazzi hat on, if you don't mind, for a couple minutes here, because the news out of Miami is that Ryan Tannehill is significantly missing time, even though his knee is just as bad or as good as it was yesterday. There's no extra structural damage when he went down, but it looks like surgery is on the table. They haven't decided that yet. Who do you think is the best fit for the Dolphins should they go out and acquire a quarterback?
Don't care.
Yes. Now you're talking my language, Marshall.
Is it Cutler? Is it really Jay Cutler?
Only because Adam Gase can get Cutler to do the things that's necessary for Cutler to succeed. Adam is one of the few guys that Cutler will listen to. He's the only guy that Cutler ever listened to.
Well, you're talking to somebody who's intimate with Mike Martz and knows conversations with Mike Martz.
Yeah, I mean, Adam got the best out of Jay. So I think it's an easy sell. The problem, and what do you do? Because if Jay, let's say if you look at the numbers that he had under Adam, if he has those type of numbers, what do you do?
So you go call him up and say, put your TV career on hold. Kaepernick is not an option, you don't believe?
No, look, I'm going to say that Jay Cutler already said, it was reported that he will put his, you don't even have to call him. Like, he's almost to Miami now. Seriously. That's just what I heard. So I mean, Jay is he's the best fit, and I'm not saying don't call Colin Kaepernick. I mean, because the not calling Colin Kaepernick becomes a story. Gates, you got to understand, Gates was he was in Denver with Tebow. He was the quarterback coach then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he could actually, he could get the most out of whomever the quarterback is. But I believe for what they have and what they want to do, and in order to utilize the talent that's around the quarterback position in Miami, you need a thrower, regardless if he might throw it to the other team every once in a while. But you do need a thrower of the football more than a runner, a guy who can run and throw.
Marshall, love you. Thanks for just crashing in here.
Anytime.
So you think Cutler's the best fit, and that my beard is also a fit?
I think you should go with it, Rich.
Okay.
Actually, you got to let it just grow in a little bit more.
Okay.
And just see.
Stick with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a while.
Okay. Marshall Faulk is heading out of here because peripherally I could see, good to see you, sir. There goes Marshall Faulk. Peripherally, I could just see more and more gold jackets just walking down the hallway as the Nitschke Luncheon's about to get started. And I did see Jim Kelly, who's making his way to the Rich Eisen Show studio. So when we come back, all-time Bills great Jim Kelly with Steve Largent, Jack Youngblood, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, and then as you just heard with Marshall Faulk, you never know who might stop in. That's what's going down here in a very busy, fun day at the Pro Football Hall of Fame live on the Rich Eisen Show from Ohio.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, please download our app. There's lots of fun things there other than just more of the videos you just saw. You can call us from the app. You can email us from the app. Just download it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.